Is Mr. Elmhorst with the video lesson for problem solving with proportions. So we're going to use the part total table. Let's take a look at the first one here. I'm going to do 2 lines, and we're going to set up the part, and total. So we have shaded, unshaded. So we're going to label what they are. We have shaded, unshaded, and if it was asking, we would have to do a total. We're just going to get in the habit of setting up the part total, and then we can answer the question as they come up. So that is the context. Now we take the given information. There's 2 shaded, 6 unshaded, and that would be 8 total circles. So this is our given information. Now we're going to get to the solve or the prediction. And it says, how many would you have if there was 36 unshaded? So you go into your table. Actually, let's leave some space in there. 36. And now we start to use our multiplicative factors or multiplying. We're multiplying each one of these by 6. 6 times 6 is going to give us 36. 2 times 6 would be 12. And then 8 times 6 would give us a total of 48. And this would be a prediction, or it would be the solving in a given situation. So that's given when you have part to part given information. Now if we have part to whole, we have shaded and total. So again, shaded, unshaded, and then total. Now if you want to label this up on top, another word for part to whole would be part to total. We have 2 shaded, 8 total. So if 2 are shaded and there's 8 total circles, how many would be unshaded? 6. So it looks like it's the same given information from part to part, but instead they're giving you part to whole. How many total circles would you have if you have 21 unshaded circles? 21 unshaded circles. Well, 6 does not help us with 21, but if we divide each one of these by 2 to make an equivalent ratio, there's 2 shaded out of 6, or 2 shaded out of 8 total. Well, if we simplify that, now we have 1, 3, and 4, and 3 unshaded does help us out with 21. So 1 times 7, 3 times 7, and how many total circles would we have? The total circles, then how many total circles would you have? You would have 28 total circles. So we have part to part to total, part to 1, which is going to be the unit rate. We have 2 shaded and 6 unshaded. Let's do shaded, unshaded. There's 2 that are shaded, 6 that are unshaded, and a total of 8. How many unshaded circles do you have per shaded circle? So the question is about shaded. So if we divide that by itself, that will give us 1. How many unshaded circles are there for every 1 shaded? There's 3 unshaded per 1 shaded. You could also say for every 4 circles, for every 4 total circles, 1 will be shaded. And the last one is going to be part 2% or part 100. What percent of the circles are unshaded? And I believe the model is up. How many are shaded? 2 out of 8. Unshaded and total. 2, 6, 8. On the other side over here, we simplified our ratios to 1, 3, and 4 total circles. So we can do that over here as well. And since they're asking about 100, we need to find a factor that works with 100. Eight does not work easily with 100, but if we simplify it, what do you multiply 4 by to get 100? 4 times 25 gives you 100. So we're going to start taking a look at our percent proportions. So then 3 times 25 gives you, and then 1 times 25. So what percent of the circles are unshaded? 75 out of 100 is going to give us 75%.